Hello and welcome to another video. So for today's urban legend, we're actually going to be talking about El Silbon, aka the Whistling Man.
Ay, se escucha como más cerca. Se escucha como más cerca. Más cerca. Se escucha cada vez más cerca. ¿Qué es esto?
So I was actually scrolling on Google trying to find some inspiration or what urban legend to do next, and I came across this picture, this image, and it was literally of a very tall, slender type man. He was kind of hunched over, and then over his back, he had a bag of bones. It seemed to be like human bones. So, with that being said, I was intrigued to see what type of urban legend this was or what it was about. And then I started researching, and then I realized this is the urban legend of El Silbon. So, this is very new to me. I have not heard about this urban legend, hence, that's why I'm doing this video. But with that being said, let's just get straight into it. The story of El Silbon actually originated from Venezuela. Other sources say Colombia. It just really depends who you're talking to or where you're looking when you're researching. But just keep in mind there are quite a few versions of this legend. So let's just start off by giving you a visual of what he looks like. So this terrifying man is carrying a bag of human bones behind his back, and it's allegedly said to be 3 meters high. With that being said, he roams the forest, he roams during nighttime, and allegedly you even hear his very famous and chilling whistle as well.
Vaya. Es lo que grita una mujer. El silbo. Es allá toda la maleza. Hijo de puta. ¿Le sirvo? No. Sí, Silbon.
If you were to hear this whistle close by, then you're actually safe. But if you were to hear this whistle kind of far away in the distance, then that's when you need to run because he's right there behind you. Long ago, there was a small family, a father, a mother, a son, a grandfather as well, all living together, coexisting. And this young boy, their young son, would actually be very pampered. They would give him anything he wanted, anything and everything. They spoiled the heck out of him. That being said, he ended up being a spoiled child, a spoiled brat. He just demanded and he knew he would always get whatever he wanted from his parents. So one summer night, the boy demanded that he have deer for dinner. That's what he wanted. That's what his heart wanted. So with that being said, his dad grabbed his hunting rifle, he grabbed his gear, and then he went out to seek out the deer, right? So just to make sure that his son got what he wanted. And time goes by, time is just ticking. It's hours later. The boy is starting to get frustrated. The boy is starting to get mad because his father hasn't returned home yet. He's been waiting for his deer. It's been hours and he's still not home. But that being said, he actually went to his mother, and demanded that she go and look for him. That being said, eventually his dad actually returned home empty-handed. He was not able to find deer. He couldn't. He did what he could, but he could not find it. And this little boy, this spoiled child, just raged, just all red, and started attacking his own father. The little boy started attacking his father, just blinded with rage, stabbing him with the hunting knife, just stabbing, just going crazy. So he kept stabbing his father and eventually took his life. El Silbon, aka the little spoiled child, started gutting his dead father, started, grabbing the meat and started putting it away, carrying it, took it to his mother and told her, hey, here's the meat, cook it for my dinner. So unknowingly, the mother starts cooking the meat, thinking that, oh, this is deer meat. This is what my son wanted. This is what it was. She starts cooking it, and then little by little, she starts realizing it's not cooking right. Something's up. It's not cooking like deer meat should. And that's when she starts thinking the unthinkable. Something's up. And when she went to her son, her spoiled child, El Tilbon, that's when he confessed. He confessed to murdering his own father and had no regret, no remorse, nothing. He didn't apologize, nothing. The moment the mother knew, she immediately went to go tell the grandfather, and with no words, the grandfather grabbed the little boy, grabbed El Silbon, and then took him outside, tied him to a tree, and started whipping him back and forth, just non-stop until he got tired. After whipping him for so long, and once the grandfather was tired of whipping him, he actually held down the boy, put hot peppers and lemon onto his back, onto his wounds. And then El Silbon started shrieking in pain. This is lemon. These are peppers that are going onto his open wounds on his back from all the whipping. He starts screaming, shrieking. And that's when the grandfather said, Eso no se le hace a su padre. Maldito eres, pa toda la vida. You should not have done that to your father. You will be damned for the rest of your life. It does not end there. The grandfather, as one final punishment to this boy for what he had done to his father, ends up grabbing rabid dogs and releasing them straight to attack El Silbon. They're chasing after him and they end up tearing him apart. It is said that El Silbon is wandering throughout the night looking for more victims to add to his bag of bones. If you were to take a look at El Silbon, he will have an old farming hat. He will be very skinny, very tall. But what will set him apart is that he will be carrying a large sack which clicks and clacks as he walks. Some say that inside the sack are the bones of his latest victims, but more likely they are the bones of his father. He is destined to carry them forever. So remember, if you hear the whistle close by, then you're safe. If you hear it in a distance, that's when you're in trouble, and he is right there claiming his next victim. And it's interesting because as I was reading, it was actually, or trying to research, it was saying that if you were to just see him at night or just seeing him, nothing happens. But when you hear the whistle, that very, very specific whistle, that's when you're in trouble, because he's going to catch up to you one moment or another, sooner or later. And it's crazy because when you hear the whistle, it's like nothing you've ever heard before. It's very, very unique. Let me know your thoughts about this urban legend. Like, do you believe this is true? What do you think of the videos, the clips, the whistles at night? Like, it's terrifying. Like, if I were to hear that at night, I definitely would be locking my doors, closing my windows, because I would be scared, And I do want to say, or I do want to remind you guys, there are quite a few different versions of this. It just depends where you hear it or where you're researching for it. But with that being said, that was the urban legend of El Silbon, aka the Whistling Man.